Dear Anna, if I may call you like this,
Absolutely.
thank you for letting us speak to you. And first of all, what are the impressions? Now it's quarter to 11 Lithuanian time,
Yes.
and it's still a little bit of time to go until the election results going to be clear. So what do you feel the sort of support behind which president is here most?
Here
Yes.
at this party. Well, we just had the first kind of reaction to a couple of our speakers, and I would say most of the people at this party are probably President Obama supporters. But there seemed to be a pretty good contingent for Romney too, so we'll have to wait and see.
Did you expect so many people to come? Because it was an open party, from what I understand, and it was absolutely. Some people are waiting outside. I understand that.
I know. You know, we were really hoping to have something just like this, but you never really know until you see the results. We were really reaching out to university students and people from all over, and we hoped that the word would travel, word of mouth. And so I think it's fantastic. This is exactly what we hope for. And there are university students who are interested in the elections, and people are just hanging out and having fun and drinking, and it's a perfect elections party. You know, it couldn't be any better.
Do you think Lithuanian youth or Lithuanians paying enough attention to the American elections?
Well, I think so, and I think that what's interesting this year is Lithuania just went through its own elections, and they're still in the process, the government, of forming the coalition. So there's this coincidence of two elections right now. So I think probably may have made people even more interested than they might have been normally. I mean, I know I've been interested in. Of course, I live here, so it's been fascinating for us to be following both of these elections at the same time. So that maybe that added to the high number of people that are here tonight.
Thank you. What are the strongest points of Obama and Mr. Romney? What are the strongest points?
Well, I was really excited during the debates. I don't know if you saw them, but especially the last two debates, to see two people who are both obviously so bright and so well prepared really debate the issues. And I think that the strongest points is that we have two incredibly bright, serious candidates. And so people really have something to choose from. They really have something to think about. And I think especially Mitt Romney, I think, as the election went on, he developed his ideas, as any candidate does. And so I think just more and more people had something to think about and a real choice. So I think this is an exciting election.
There's a lot of debate in Lithuania. I'm sure you're following it about which president is going to be better for Lithuania, Romney or Mr. Obama. I know it's quite difficult for you to say, but what is sentiment amongst the Lithuanian community in America? Are you do you know how Lithuanians going to vote in America?
I don't have a sense of that. I mean, I can say that I think all of us who work in foreign policy and know the history of the relationship between the United States and Lithuania, I know we are absolutely confident that this relationship, this close partnership and friendship that we have with Lithuania won't change. I mean, this is something that's built on a strong foundation of history and of shared values, a shared vision about Europe and the rest of the world. I mean, we work so closely with Lithuania, whether it's in Afghanistan or here at home and all. So that isn't going to change. In foreign policy, I don't see any significant change actually. And these candidates, during the final debate, they actually agreed with one another on most of the issues. Certainly, when it comes to Lithuania, I don't see any change. It's a good friendship. It's a solid friendship, and it's really grounded in history and then a very close current present relationship. So.
In your speech, you said that in Lithuanian, beautiful Lithuanian, you said that. Elections is a celebration of democracy, and every person should celebrate it by going and vote. What would you say to those Lithuanians who actually don't go and vote?
Well, I would say we have the same problem, and just get out and vote, because if you don't vote, you really don't have a right to complain. You know, how else can you participate in making the really being a part of a place if you don't vote? I mean, there's I think just an incredible feeling that you get when you vote. It's a powerful feeling. It's an exciting feeling, and it only happens every few years. And if you don't do that, you miss such a wonderful opportunity. You know, 25 years ago in the United States, our problem was apathy and voter participation was low. We have much higher voter participation now than we did 25 years ago. So, you know, I'm an optimist, and so I would just say get out there and vote and, you know, build your democracy.
And the final question, are you going to, I know that there's going to be breakfast at 7 o'clock. How long are you going to stay here at this party?
Until I lose my voice. I'll stay a little longer. I think we're going to have some live feed from Boston, and I think it'll be really interesting. So I'll be here a little longer for sure. I'd like to stay. I don't know. It's a good party. I'll stay as long as I can.
Thank you so much for interviewing. All the best and strength for you, because you will need that very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
It was a pleasure.